Okay, for this first part, I labeled the vocabulary A through J, um, just for sake of time. So for number one, A, um, a independent system is a system that has exactly one solution. For number two, a set of two or more linear equations that contain that same variable is a system of linear equations. For number three, the solutions of a system of linear inequalities consist of all the ordered pairs that satisfy all the inequalities in the system. For number four, a system consisting of equations of parallel lines with different y-intercepts is a inconsistent system. And for number five, a consistent system consists of two intersecting lines. And then we get into the exercises here below. You have an example here on the left that you could read on your own. For number six, tell whether the ordered pair is a solution to the system. So to do that, we have to plug in the numbers x, y into each one and then see if the equation is true or not. So for number six, for the first one, y is negative 5. So is that equal to, negative 6 times 0 plus 5. So it's negative 5 equal to 5. And it is not equal to it. So therefore, it is not a solution. Okay. Let's see, for number 7, x is 4, y is 3. So for the first equation, we have 4 equals to 2 times, I'm sorry, not equals, minus 2 times 3 is equal to negative 2. So 4 minus 6 is negative 2. So negative 2 equals negative 2. That works. And then for the second equation, y, well, not y is actually, y is 3. 1 half of 4 plus 1. Half of 4 is 2 plus 1 is 3. So that works. So for number 7, it's a yes. For number 8, 1 and 3/4 is x. 1 and 7 and 1/4 is y. So let's see. 1 and 3/4 plus 7 and 1/4 is equal to 9. 1 plus 7 is 8. 3/4 plus 1/4 is 4/4. And then 4/4 is 1, and 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 plus 9 equals to 9, so that works. Let's see if it works for the second equation. 2 times 7 and 1/4 is equal to 6 times 1 and 3/4 plus 4. Okay. If it helps, you could change it to a decimal. It might help out. Okay. So it's actually 2 times 7.25 is equal to 6 times 1.75. Okay, if that makes it easier for you. Okay. So we have 14.5 here, and then 6 times 1.75 is 10.5, and then 10.5 plus 4 is 14.5. So that works as well. So for number 8 is going to be a yes. And then for number 9, let's see, is negative 1 equal to negative 2 times negative 1 plus 5? -1 times -2 is 2 plus 5, that's 7. Those are not equal, so that's going to be a no. Okay, so it has to be equal for both. As soon as you get a one no, as soon as you get one that's not equal, it's automatically a no. All right, number 10. Solve each system by graphing and then check your answer. Okay, let's do number 10 up here. Okay, let's do the first one in blue. So y is 3x plus 2. So the y-intercept is 2, and then the slope is 3. So I'm going to go up 3 and then run 1. Up 3, run 1. Okay, so here's my line. And then for the other one, I'll do it in red. Y-intercept is -3. And then my slope is -2. So I'm going to go down 2 and run 1. Down 2 and run 1. Okay, draw the other line here. Okay. So we could see that they intercept at -1, comma -1. That's the solution to the system. So to check it, we're going to plug in -1, -1 to verify it. Okay. So -1 equals to 3 times -1 plus 2. -1 is equal to -3 plus 2. -1 equals to -1. Yeah, that works. And then the other one, -1 equals to -2 times -1 minus 3. -2 times -1 is 2. And then 2 minus 3 is -1. Okay, so it works for both. So you verify it. Let's say you check your answer. Okay, and then for number 11, let's do the first one in blue. The y-intercept is 5. And then I'm going to go down 1 and run 3. Down 1, run 3. Okay, so here's my line. And then for the other equation, 2x minus 2y is equal to -2. I need to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract 2x both sides. And then divide by -2. So y is -2 divided by -2 is just positive x plus 1. So y-intercept is 1 and up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. There it is. Here's my line. And we can see that they intercept at the point 3, comma 4. That would be the solution. So let's just verify it. Let's plug it into the form into both equations. Okay, so it's 4 equal to -1 over 3 times 3 plus 5. 1/3 of 3 is 1. So -1 plus 5 is 4. Okay, that works. And then for the other one, 4 is equal to 3 plus 1. So 4 is equal to 4. Perfect. Okay, so that's how we know their answer is correct. Okay, so that's 10, 11. And then for number 12, Raheel is comparing the cost of 2 parking garages. Garage A charges a flat fee of $6 per car plus 50 cents per hour. Garage B charges a flat fee of $2 per car plus $1 per hour. After how many hours will the cost of Garage A be the same as the cost of Garage B? what will be the cost? Okay, so let's create some equations for these first. First for garage A. Well, first let's name the variables. Let's let X equal the number of hours and Y equal the cost. Okay, so that would be the fee plus the the cost per hour. Okay, so for garage A, Y would equal to is 50 cents per hour, so 0.5x plus the $6 fee, so plus 6. Okay, and then for garage B, it's $1 per hour, so Y equals 1x or just x, and then the flat fee of $2, so plus 2. Okay, so now I could graph it. Now for the slope, instead of the decimal 0.5, it would be easier if it was a fraction. So 0.5 as a fraction would be 1/2. So 1/2 x plus 6. Okay. So graph number 12 here. Y-intercept is 6, so up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2. Okay, that's for garage A. Garage B, the y-intercept is 2, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, like that. So there's that one. And we could see here that they're going to intercept at this point at 8, when x is 8. That's when they're going to intercept. X is 8, so the number of hours is 8. So after how many hours will the cost at the garage A be the same as the cost at garage B? So it looks like it's going to be after 8 hours. What would the cost be? So to figure out the cost, let's plug in 8 in. So if we plug in 8 here, 8 plus 2 is 10. If we plug in 8 here for x, half of 8 is 4, and 4 plus 6 is also 10. So the cost will be $10. Okay, so after 8 hours, the cost will be $10 at both garages. Okay, after 8 hours. If you're gonna park for less than 8 hours, you want to go with the orange one, which is garage B. It's cheaper. If you're gonna leave your car in there for more than 8 hours, then you want to go with the purple one. It's cheaper on the long run. All right, the next page we get into solving systems by substitution. We have an example here on the left that you can read on your own. Let's go ahead and do number 13. Let's see. Solve each system by substitution. So since I know y is equal to x plus 3, I'm going to substitute it here. So x plus 3 equals 2x plus 12. And then I could solve for x. I'm going to subtract x on both sides. And then subtract 12 on both sides. So x is equal to -9. And then to solve for y, I'm going to plug it into one of the equations. So I'm going to plug it into the first one. So if So y is equal to negative 9 plus 3. So y is equal to negative 6. So my solution is negative 9 comma negative 6. That's number 13. Solving by substitution. Okay, 14. Similar. I know y is negative 4x, so I'm plug it in here. Negative 4x is equal to 2x minus 3. Okay, I want to get the x's together, so I'm going to subtract 2x from both sides. So negative 6x is negative 3. And I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6. So x is negative 3 over negative 6, which is positive. Negative divided by negative is positive, and it simplifies to 1/2. So x is actually 1/2. And to find the y value, I will plug it into the first equation there. So negative 4 times 1/2. So half of negative 4 is negative 2. So my solution is 1/2 comma negative 2. That's my solution. Okay. Let's see. 15. We have 2x plus y is equal to 4. And 3x plus y is equal to 3. So I want to get the y by itself, so I'm able to substitute it. So I'm going to subtract 3x from both sides here. So y is negative 3x plus 3. So now that I know that y is negative 3x plus 3, I'm going to plug it in here. Okay. So 2x plus negative 3x plus 3 equals 4. Combine like terms, 2x plus negative 3x is negative x. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides. So negative x equals negative 1. So I'm going to divide both sides by negative 1. So x is positive 1. Okay. Since x is positive 1, now I'm going to plug it into that red equation. The red one that I created, y equals negative 3 times 1 plus 3. Y equals negative 3 plus 3. So y is equal to 0. So y is equal to 0. Okay. I'm going to check something real quick. Oh, okay. We're going to backtrack because I saw a little mistake here. Okay. So 4 minus 3. 4 minus 3 is 1. Okay, so negative x is equal to 1. So when you divide by negative 1, x is negative 1. There you go. X is negative 1. So when you plug in negative 1, negative 3 times negative 1 is 3 plus 3 is 6. There you go. So y is 6. X is negative 1 and y is 6. Okay. Let's see. 14, 15, okay. 16. Okay, y is negative 2x plus 3, so I'm going to plug that in here. Okay, combine like terms, so negative x plus 3 equals 1. Subtract 3 from both sides. Negative x is equal to negative 2. Divide by negative 1, so x is positive 2. Okay, x is positive 2. So if x is positive 2, let's plug it into that second equation. Y equals negative 2 times 2 plus 3. So negative 4 plus 3. Y is negative 1. 2 comma negative 1. $17. Let's see. Okay, this one's a little different. This time we know that x is y plus 7. X is y minus 7. So we could plug that in here for x. Okay, this time we're substituting x. Okay. So negative y minus 2 parentheses, because you're multiplying, y minus 7 is equal to 8. Okay, just be careful here. First, you're going to distribute the negative 2. So negative 2y plus 14 is equal to 8. Combine like terms, negative y minus 2y is negative 3y. Okay, subtract 14. 8 minus 14 is negative 6. And then divide by negative 3. So y is 2. Okay, y is 2. And to solve for x, we're going to plug it into that first equation. So 2 minus 7 would be negative 5. So negative 5 comma 2. Okay. And then finally, number 18. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract the 1/2 x from both sides first to get the y by itself. So y is 9 minus 1/2 x. Okay. Or y is equals 9 minus 0.5 x, if it makes it easier for you. 1/2 is the same thing as 0.5. Okay. So this, I could substitute it here for y. So 3x minus 4 times 9 minus 0.5x is equal to negative 6. Negative 4 times 9 is negative 36. Negative 4 times negative 0.5, that would be positive 2x. Okay, half of 4 is 2. And now I could combine like terms. 3x plus 2x is 5x. Now I'm going to add 36 to both sides. Negative 6 plus 36 is 30. And then I'm going to divide by 5. So that means that x is 6. And if x is 6, I can plug it in to solve for y. Half of 6 is 3. So y is 6. So 6 comma 6. Okay, that was 18. Let's see, 19. The Nash family's car needs repairs. Estimates for parts and labor from two garages are shown below. Parts and then labor per hour. Okay, so we have two different, I guess, two different auto shops, Motorworks and Jim's Car Care. For some reason, the parts cost different at each one. Okay, and then the labor is different. Okay. For how many hours of labor will the total cost of fixing the car be the same for both garages? What would be the costs? Which garage would be cheaper if the repairs require 8 hours of labor? Explain. Okay, so first let's figure out the equations. So first, let's name the variables. Okay, x is going to be the number of hours, and y is going to be the cost. Okay, that's what x and y stand for. So for Mortarworks, to get the cost, you need to pay for the parts, which is $650, and then $70 per hour, so 70 times x. For Jim's Car Care, the cost is $800 for the parts, and then $55 per hour, so 55x. So we have the equations to figure out when it's going to cost the same. We need to solve it. Okay, so I could substitute 650 plus 70x for y here, to 19. So 650 plus 70x equals 800 plus 55x. Okay, first I'm going to subtract 55x from both sides. Then I'm going to subtract 650 from both sides. So 15x is 150. And then I'm going to divide by 15. So x is equal to 10. So when x is 10, at 10 hours, it will cost the same. The cost would be, so we have to plug in 10. So let's see, 70 times 10 is 700 plus 650. That's 1,350. You could verify with the other one. 55 times 10 is 550 plus 800 is also 1,350. Okay, so let's see. So for 10 hours, the cost will be the same at 1,350. Okay. Which garage will be cheaper if the repairs require 8 hours of labor? Well, for that part, we have to plug in 8 for each one. So let's do that. So 70 times 8 plus 650 is 1,210. This is for MW. And then for the other one, 55 times 8 is for 40 plus 800, 1,240. So Mortarworks is 1,210 for 8 hours. Jim's Car Care is 1,240. So Mortarworks is cheaper for 8 hours. Okay, that's for 19. Okay. And then The second part of this page, you have practice on solving by elimination. Okay, solving by elimination. Um, so this is when you stack up the equations and you look for some, you add them or subtract them. Okay, so you could eliminate a variable, solve, and then solve for the other one. So for number 20, since you have a positive and negative y, you go ahead and eliminate the y's. So let me just copy it down here. So 4x plus y is equal to 1. 2x minus y is equal to negative 5. So this eliminates. If you add them, they eliminate. So now you have 6x is equal to negative 6. Divide both sides by 6. So x is equal to negative 1. Now you know that x is equal to negative 1, so you could plug it into either one of them to solve for y. So if I plug it into the first one, you get negative 4 plus y is equal to negative 1. Add 4, so y is equal to 3. The answer is negative 1, 3. Okay, elimination. For 21, the one you want to eliminate is the x, but they're both positive. So you would have to subtract the equations. Okay, you have to subtract them. So x plus 2y is equal to negative 1. You're going to subtract x plus y is equal to 2. Okay, you're going to subtract, so this eliminates. So that means that 2y minus y is y. Negative 1 minus 2 is negative 3. So y is negative 3. I'm going to plug it into the second equation and then solve for x by adding 3 to both sides. So y is 5, negative 3, comma 5. Okay. For number 22, there's nothing matches up. Okay. But I'm going to make it match up. I'm going to make the x and the 2x match up. I'm going to multiply the first equation by negative 2. Multiply everything by negative 2. So that way I could eliminate the x's. Okay. So for 22, I'm going to go ahead and multiply down here. So negative 2 times x is negative 2x minus 2y is equal to negative 24. So I multiplied everything by negative 2. The second equation, I'm just going to copy. And you can see that this eliminates. So now we have 3y is equal to negative 3. Divide by 3, so y is equal to negative 1. I'm going to plug it into the first original equation. Add 1 to both sides, so x is 13. Okay. Now 23, you have a fraction, but don't be discouraged. Okay. Okay. Actually, I'm going to get rid of that fraction. Okay, I'm going to get rid of it. 1/3. 1/3 times 3 will give you 1. So 1/3 times 9 would give you 3. So I'm going to multiply it by 9. I'm going to multiply it by negative 9 to make it so it could eliminate even easier. Okay? So I'm going to multiply everything by negative 9 for that one. So we're doing number 23. So negative 3x, negative 9 times 3 would be minus 27y. And then negative 9 times 9 is negative 81. And then the original one, the top one is 3x minus 2y is equal to negative 6. Okay. So this eliminates. Now we could add negative 29y is equal to negative 87. Divide both sides by negative 29. Negative 87 divided by negative 29 is actually 3. So y is actually just 3. And since y is 3, I'm going to plug it into that top equation. 3x minus 2 times 3 is equal to negative 6. Add 6 to both sides. So 3x is equal to 0. Divided by 3. So x is equal to 0. 0, comma 3. Okay. And 24 to 27, solve each system by any method. Explain why you chose that method. Okay. So 24. 24, we have y equals negative 4x. So it's going to be easier to use substitution. So I'm going to substitute negative 4x for y. Start over here. So 3x minus 4x is equal to 2. So negative x is equal to 2. Divide by negative 1. X is negative 2. And then I'll plug it into the second equation. Negative 4 times negative 2 is 8. Negative 2 comma 8. Okay. For 25, again, we have y equals, so I'm going to plug that in here. So 1/3 x minus 6 is equal to negative 2x plus 1. Okay. To clear the fraction, I can multiply everything by 3 to get rid of the fraction. Okay. So 1/3 of 3 is just 1. So x, that in blue, x minus 18 minus 6x plus 3. So I multiplied everything by 3. Got rid of the fraction. So now it's easier to solve. I'm going to add 6x. I'm going to add 18. And then divide by 7. So x is 3. And since x is 3, plug it into that first equation. 1/3 of 3 is 1, and 1 minus 6 is -5. 3 comma -5. Okay. For 26, again, y is 2x plus 2, so I'm going to plug it in here. 2x plus 2 is equal to negative 3x. Distribute negative 4x plus 4 is equal to negative 3x. I'm going to add 4x to both sides. So 4 is equal to x. And then since x is 4, I'm going to plug it into the second equation. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6. So 4 comma negative 6. And then for number 27, I'm going to use elimination since I could eliminate the y's. So if I add these up, you're left with 4x is equal to 8. So for number 27, 4x is equal to 8. Divided by 4, x is equal to 2. And if x is equal to 2, put that in that first equation. Add y to both sides. Then y is 2. 2 comma 2.